NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Cowboys going up against the Panthers.
I spent about 5 hours today making a new playbook.
Awesome.
We bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
See how it rolls for me. I haven't practiced it with it one time, so this will be fun.
Ow!
The playbook's working!
Ow.
That was the play.
Ow.
That was the play I called, Todd.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Sammy Coates the intended target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have.
Ooh, I made it.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they have great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Here's Newton. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Okay, there's the bubble screen.
And that'll be second and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And there's the trap.
What is this gonna be then, Todd?
Oftentimes, an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes
I'm not gonna lie though, when you said there's the bubble screen, I completely forgot you told me you were gonna do that shit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Deep drop. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Try and hear Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
We gained yards that time,
It's
guys.
second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Coleman now. And he got
Oh, I didn't hit the button fast enough.
Play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And they're
I
behind
don't
the
even know
sticks
what I
here,
called there. I
dealing
pressed a
with
lot of
second
buttons
and
last
12.
time.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught on the sideline.
Oh, he didn't.
But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds.
Look at me.
Incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down and leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance
Keep
to
rolling,
let it develop a little bit,
rolling.
yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because it's a lineman, they have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't...
Oh, shit. I thought he was going with the fucking tight end.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you
Wow, how did he get through that little gap?
We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's the lineup and a big boy in the backfield, Tolbert.
It's real easy to look at him and immediately picture a bowling ball scattering pins. That's exactly what Mike Tolbert does.
To throw on second down is Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Throwing on third down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got punches.
I know, I hit the wrong button.
It's fourth down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football.
I knew I was screwed with Jalen on him, but I went with it.
And someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Did you move punches to tight end? Or is that just a weird formation?
And I moved my tight end.
I didn't know we could move wide receivers to tight end, Todd.
Yeah. I actually had KB at tight end, but I moved punches to tight end instead.
This is taken at about the 14.
Because KB at tight end would be kind of like deadly.
23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say
I like my new playbook.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete.
Nope,
here.
not taking that step.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Over the middle here to Coates. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Coleman. They find some open field here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. The throw.
Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Todd, this is your Super Bowl. What a fucking dick.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred at the
Oh,
loose.
he dropped
It's
it.
incomplete. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big tight end, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. on first down. Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45.
What's a risk worth taking?
That play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Newton on first down.
Oh, Todd, same play 2 times in a row? Come on.
Not the same play.
Oh, yes it was. I saw the route. Don't lie.
It's not the same play. Look at it. It's not the same play.
Yes, you called spin twice in a row.
No, it's not the same play, Brian.
Shame on you. But okay, you want to play like that.
Wasn't the same play, Brian.
You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And he puts it through.
I had 3 bench plays in my playbook. They all look the same, but they're not the same.
Oh, I purposely didn't do those because that's pretty cheap. You can be like, oh, I didn't call the same play.
I didn't call the same play.
This will be fielded at the 6.
You did, but don't. If you want to lie about it, go ahead.
But I still love you, though.
Nope, fuck you, Todd. You're dead to me now.
That didn't take that long. Thank God I'm dead to you now. Yay.
What they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to
see ya.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their big-bodied receiver, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good to make it 17-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they wanted to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. A strong running. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
2nd down following the run. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Man open left side is Brown. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Newton now on second down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And it goes for 13 yards, and it moves and sticks. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling.
Can't wait for him to get some appearance where you just throw him in the backyard and let him run.
The air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, here's Newton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Play action, it's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Definitely showing blitz here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He finds Coates complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fresh set of downs here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Brought in by Coates. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Cowboys. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. The next one of his advantages of a passer is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks
nowhere to go here.
Oh, I didn't even see your guy, dude. Oh, damn it.
And they have it at the 38-yard line.
Coach beat your corner, man. That was touchdown. Damn it.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Out left side here to Bryant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that leads to a Carolina first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On first down, it's Newton. He couldn't quite got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10, Newton again. That'll be in.
Son of a bitch.
14 seconds remaining.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. He's going to let it go. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field.
Fucker, did you injure my guy?
We'll step aside. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Oh, fuck you, Todd. Should've just ran out of the end zone. God damn it.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, fuck you. I had him.
Strong, they get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go. Blue, landing. Blue. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Looking to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not.
Yeah, rookie.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Oh my fucking God.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see
what
they have planned. Because some teams script to start
I said fuck you to him because he did a good play one
These are
time.
the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker.
Because he sacked me and made me fumble the ball. And if he would have given me like a split second longer, I had a touchdown.
This team is down. They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
It was very
Maybe you
rude.
just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just
can you grab the wire over there?
a great air attack going. Will they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
This is Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one, deep left, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
You wouldn't let Cooks get away with that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one
Wow,
carry
fuck
away
me, right?
from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Well, maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it, too.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out on the field.
Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated as the top player in his class in 2016 before his injury. He ends up going in the 2nd round, and now he's starting to make the plays we expected to see.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal.
You know me too well.
From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here.
Remember, you got me last time we played doing that shit.
Kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
When last time you did that, I expected it, and I went into safe, little, cover mode of it, and you still got it. I was like, fuck that, I'm not doing this shit.
When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And
oh, fucking A.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down.
Jessica messaged me back there. Jessica messaged me again.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Leopard. Now let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 11 yards.
Sorry, Todd. I'm going to try and run this clock out ASAP.
Conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He's up by 3-0, but he's still going for it.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle. But if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case,
It doesn't matter, Louis. I don't care.
Open field to get after that.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Shit, but register my second clip.
Hit pretty well. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here. They go back to the air here after the INT. Out left side here to Bryant. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He completes it to Bryant.
Oh.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2nd down, 8. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Ooh, that was a fucking good punt.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. A gain of 6 there on first. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now Newton. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Well, I don't like this at all.
Newton on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Second and 10. Newton again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing on third down. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he is going to lose you. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw on second down is Newton. Finding time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Do you like that play, by the way, Todd?
Watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old
Not really.
coach's
I'm
voice
just.
ringing in my ears
I'm
right
not even
now.
looking at the plays I'm picking anymore.
Until you catch it. Trying to
Well,
get
I'm
those
just asking
rack
because
yards
I've
before
put
he
it in my
secured it.
playbook, but I've never used it before.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the... And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I basically stopped looking at plays about at halftime.
Here's Newton. And here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way
I'm fine.
back onto the field. They took over with great
Yeah, I'm fine.
position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play.
Todd, calm down. It's all right, man.
But some people
Everyone
like
has these kind of games.
You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. And they'll go on the ground. And they are going to score.
I really tried to dive
again.
before the game started. I'm sorry.
I know, don't worry about it.
Their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
Shit, I broke my one button.
Never forget
God
it.
damn it.
Because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I broke that button off. Fuck. Give me a second here, let me just... Okay, 1 second.
Nah, man.
Switch controllers here. Come on, don't be a pain in my ass. Controller.
Oh, you ready, Todd?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hit resume, so I was waiting for you.
That's fine.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Another pistol look here. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On second down, here's Newton. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Third and long, it's Newton. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Well, the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win.
Good game, Top.
Yeah.
So unlucky today. It all started with that kickoff, man.
I know.
As they come out of this one with victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they will fall to one. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.